So, a little bit of anatomy lesson on your burp organs. Doctors hypothesize that hiccuping is related to burping because babies start to develop hiccups and seem to kind of lose hiccups around the time whenever they learn how to burp more consistently on their own. This is not proven. This is also not really researched, but it's something that doctors kind of think can be related because the diaphragm, which controls your lungs by expanding and contracting, because your lungs are an organ, but they don't really have their own muscle. So the diaphragm sits below the lungs, above the stomach. So lungs are here, diaphragm's kind of right here, stomach is below that. Your diaphragm is what you're using to kind of create space so that your stomach, which is a muscle, can kind of contract and push the burp out. So when you're contracting your stomach muscle, you also have to be relaxing your diaphragm, which is kind of like right in the bottom part of your ribs. I hope that helps. Um, if you need to, look up a picture, I think it kind of helps you understand. So your breathing is kind of important because you want to be aware of when you're inhaling all the way, because that kind of makes your diaphragm shrink because it so your diaphragm actually contracts whenever it gets smaller, and it relaxes and it gets larger, which lets the air out of your lungs. So you're kind of like using that breathing in motion to get the diaphragm out of the way and put less pressure onto your stomach, but you're also using your stomach muscles up into your esophagus to kind of relax, to let the air out. The esophagus relaxes while your stomach and your lower abdomen kind of contract. So it's like relax upper stomach, contract lower stomach.